The 2023 World Pro Ski Tour once again returns to beautiful Taos Ski Valley for the World Championships. Meeting in Taos for the second consecutive year, the best skiers in the world gather for $250,000 in prize money. On the men's side, co-defending champion Eric Reed returns along with his brother Jeff. They're joined by local favorite River Radamus, 2022 second-place finisher on the World Pro Ski Tour, Michael Ankeny, and this year's current leader, Simone Kammerlander. Paula Molson returns to defend her World Championship on the women's side. Current tour leader Erin Milzinski, along with American Tricia Mangan, Norway's Tuva Nordby, and Canadian Candace Crawford. On this edition of Life in Between Gates, we'll preview the upcoming World Championship, look back at 2022, and recap the 2023 season to date. It all comes your way next. This is the World Pro Ski Tour 2023.
For more than half a century, Seiko has been supporting athletes in their efforts to be the best. Now, we want to bring this reliable technology to anyone striving for a goal. Because we understand, a split second can change everything. Keep going forward. Prospex.
Introducing the first ever Mazda CX-50.
Life in Between Gates is brought to you by Clicker, Celsius, Seiko, Mazda, and Taos, home of the 2023 World Pro Ski Tour World Championships.
We love coming to Taos. They embrace us with open arms. They bring in the celebrities. They host us like no other area in the world. And we feel a shared ethos with Taos. They're a B Corp certified ski area. We love, supporting the environmentalists. We partner up with New Mexico True, which is big in recycling, try and keep the rivers clean here in New Mexico. So we feel like we have shared values with the people of New Mexico and with Taos, New Mexico. This weekend we're hosting our first World Championships in 25 years in Taos, New Mexico. We're super pumped to do this. because it's the biggest event that we've had since the resurgence and resurrection of the World Pro Ski Tour.
We are here at Taos. The World Championships at World Pro Ski Tour are coming up this weekend, and I mean that's the biggest ski race of the season after the Olympics, right? So very excited for it.
Taos is super unique for sure, as far as other mountains that we go to.
This place is amazing, you know, I think this is the definition of a hidden gem.
This place is special, this place is unique, and it's worthy, it's world class, and just everything about it. It's where I want to be, it's awesome.
It is sunny and the vibes are really good, and especially here, it's just so much fun.
When I came in here and I saw it's very down-to-earth resort and then the hill, I was impressed.
Taos is great, and the coolest thing here is that all the people are so excited that we are here. I mean, I think everyone from the Pro Tour is really excited to be here, so it's just like a very fun environment where everyone's just excited about everything and just making the best out of it. It's great.
It seems like the people here in Taos are really excited to have the Pro Tour, and that makes it so fun to be here and race.
It's awesome to be here. It's such a nice little ski town.
It's such a good vibe here, and I don't think like the finals or championships couldn't have been done in a better place, to be honest.
The atmosphere is awesome. Everyone is so excited, and just people yelling from the chairlift, people who don't even know what's going on. It's very fun.
So far, the people have been incredibly passionate about skiing. It's pretty cool. I feel like if you live in Taos or work at Taos, you really have to enjoy the sport because it is kind of in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it's part of like a epic mountain range, but the town itself it's hard to get to, but once you're here, it's worth getting to.
It surprised me. I didn't realize there was such a ski racing culture around here, but people have been showing up for the races and been super fired up to see all the athletes and coming out to support big time. So even for such a small town, we really feel the love here, and it's cool to see so many people out cheering at the races.
The people are all like open, friendly, and they give you the feeling like they're happy that we are here as athletes and doing this race.
You know, the fact that it's here and it's accessible and it's exciting to watch and the level is incredibly high, I think it checks all the boxes.
You see that many athletes from different parts of the world or different rinks in the world interacting is really cool. It brings ski racing back together. You don't just have the best or just the college skiers. You're kind of finding a middle ground for all those athletes to meet up and be on the same playing field, and I think that's really interesting. I think the atmosphere is maybe a little bit more laid back here. People are like here to have fun, but also to ski fast.
Coming here and having people want to take my photos and want signatures and kind of cheering the whole way up is it's totally different than what I'm used to, and it was very encouraging. It honestly kept the spirits very high all day, lots of energy.
What makes this racing so intense and fun is that you're just right on the edge, just living there, pushing as hard as you can, and so I find that really cool and really fun.
And everyone wants to win that $20,000, but you also are rooting for each other because it is so fun and it's so cool to see everyone battling it out.
So the World Championships, you know, I mean the name explains it by himself. World Championships. So be world champion. That's the plan of all of the ski racers all around the world, you know. And like we had 6 great races this season at the Pro Tour, but only with a field of 16 to the finals. And that's the first race after a long time with a full field of 32 racers. So that makes it very exciting and pretty tough and hard racing.
We have one thing in common. Everybody wants to beat the other one, but it's still a camaraderie. So it's the same in the World Cup circus and over here. So you do appreciate the other's success. If he's better, he's simply better. And this is the only way to go along with.
Welcome back to the World Pro Ski Tour World Championships presented by Keep New Mexico True. Smiles, fun, and laughter, that's all we've seen here all day from the World Championships in Taos. Here we go for 3rd and 4th place, Stephanie versus Tuba.
Stephanie way out in front coming into Tour Alley. Tuba trying to make up some time on that blue Porsche, but Stephanie money, pumping it, working those skis, trying to get as much juice as she can from turn to turn. Coming to the second jump, Stephanie just nails that jump. Comes straight down. Tupa's trying to get down through the finish as fast as she can. Coming down to the line, it is Fleckenstein with third place.
Paula's been taking chances all day, and it's been paying dividends.
And money is a motivator when it comes to $20,000 on the line for first place. Paula way out in front. She says that pressure motivates her. And look at that, almost a gate ahead of her. Oh, got a little wild there, her foot in the air. Paula taking advantage of that. Coming down onto Tour Alley. She's way out in front, really working those skis, pumping it on the slower course. Coming to the second to last jump, almost grabs the bullet. Coming down to the line. Paula is almost to the finish. Way out in front, she wins the World Championship Super Slalom.
The World Pro Ski Tour World Championships presented by Keep New Mexico True. A breakthrough season for Luke this year. Can he knock off Jeff for third place?
Well, he's going to really have to throw it down here, Mark. That blue course is faster, but Reed has a full gate advantage over him. Here comes Winters, really trying to work the ski and trying to gain some ground on Reed. Both skiers trying to pump it, but Reed off the second jump ahead of Winters. Coming down to the final jump. Off the jump it goes, and it will be Reed for third place. Here we go for $20,000. Oh, Mia has bars right out of the gate. There goes all of his 1 second advantage that he had from the first run in this final. They are neck and neck. Mia getting tossed around by the ruts. He must be having a tough time trying to keep his head together. Strasser gets ahead now here on the bottom, coming down on the blue course, which is the faster course. Strasser down on the bottom, a full gate ahead coming into the final jump. It'll be Strasser who wins the World Championships.
Try to focus on my thing, just ski it down, and
I'm really excited to be out here competing on the World Pro Ski Tour Finals, and I had the most fun I think I've had all season, so thanks for hosting.
Lena's chasing the ladies away with their champagne. There goes Reed in a hunt with his bottle of champagne. What a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back, everyone. Only 4 runs remain for the women, and first place is going to earn $20,000.
I'm just going to ski my best race, focus on myself, but knowing that she's beside me hopefully makes me push a little bit harder.
And Erin has been pushing it hard all day. This is for third and fourth place. Wilczynski versus Norbeck.
If you're not nailing that second turn, you're not bringing the heat off this pitch. Coming off that first jump, Kaya is out in front, but Wilczynski's coming on. She's pulling on the heat down here, coming into the big dog leg to the right. Wilczynski's actually neck and neck with Kaya, and Beek's out in front of her on this flat section. It's going to be a battle to the finish, but Kaya running a straight line off that second jump. Coming down to the bottom, it'll be Kaya out in front, and she will take third place at the World Championships.
Paula crashing in that last run. She chose to sit out, handing the victory over to Steph Fleck.
And Fleck, all smiles in the start, knows all she needs to do is stay on her feet through the finish line, and she will win $20,000 at the World Pro Ski Tour Taos World Championships.
Now it's time for the men's finals.
And the caliber of the competition this weekend has been fierce. Duffy blasts out of the start gate, nailed the timing, and nails that second turn, generating a lot of speed onto this pitch. Coming down to the first jump, they're both touching down about the same time. Kogler taking advantage of the faster, bluer course. Duffy gets the inside and just decides to stop. And Kogler will go on with ease, coming down through the final gates to take third place at the World Championships at Taos.
It's all about redemption for Eric Reed.
And Reed blasts out of the start over Philp, but Philp is on the faster course. Reed laying some quick, sweet arcs down this face, coming down towards the critical corner, trying to juice the tails for speed. Reed trying to work the ski, but Philp cuts the inside, gains ground on Reed. He's ahead at this point. Coming into the second jump, Philp's ahead, but Reed nails the jump and takes a direct line down towards the finish and wins the World Championship in Taos, New Mexico.
The #1 spot today, Steph Fleck is there. Let's hear for Steph Fleck. Right alongside of her, Eric Reed.
When we return to Life in Between Gates, we'll hear from athletes as well as the CEO of Taos Ski Valley as they prepare for this year's World Championships.
Speechless. Look at my face. It's like I think I'm getting a cramp here. Permanent smile. It's awesome.
GSX, it's very, very comfortable.
I love my JSX because I get a whole new view and a great seat.
My name is David Norton. I'm the CEO of Taos Ski Valley. We are in Taos, New Mexico, northern New Mexico, and we like to say it's where the Rockies begin. And this weekend, we've got the World Pro Ski Tour World Championships here in Taos. It's our second annual. We're really happy that the world has come to Taos. We became a certified B Corporation in 2017. We're the first and still only ski resort in the world certified as a B Corporation. It's an ethos that really dictates a lot of the work that we do on the environmental and social responsibility front. We've created a goal of net zero 2030, and we are really happy to announce that in 2022, last September, we are 8 years ahead of that goal, and we are certified carbon neutral. We're happy with where we are. We like the soul and the spirit of this area, and we think that preserving the essence of the sport of skiing is very, very important. So better not bigger, the mantra, so constant improvements to revitalize what we're doing, but try to keep the vibe, try to keep the essence of the sport, and try to keep really the spirit of these mountains. It's been a really good season. We've got a lot of momentum. People are starting to learn about Taos. We're undergoing a major revitalization. We're about 4 or 5 years into that right now, and people are recognizing that. They're certainly recognizing us for a lot of the environmental efforts that we're engaged with that are very important. And but the season's been great, and there's no better way to go out than with a bang and with the World Championships. The locals here, our pass holders here, they're so appreciative. The fact that they can show off what we have here, and also have this caliber of talent, the world's best on our slopes, just brings everybody along. So we love it.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to be here last year, and they're so welcoming here in the Taos Ski Valley. They get excited for the races. They're teaching us about the local culture, and you know, it's a ski area that some of us might not have come to had the tour not brought us here, and I'm glad that the tour brought us here because they've got some special skiing up top.
Oh man, it's awesome. It's awesome. I don't get to race the rest of this tour, so coming back here, different race atmosphere, it's really cool, really exciting, something fresh. And especially coming back here to Taos, you know, it's sort of my home, so I'm really excited to welcome everybody in, show them around, and have a good time.
I'm very happy to be back in Taos. It's such a great place to host the finals of the Pro Tour ski race. So I'm very excited to be back here, and yeah.
I've been looking forward to this all year, honestly. Last year was so much fun, and I knew that I wanted to come here again, so super excited that it worked in the schedule, and yeah, I'm pumped.
I mean, it's so fun. It's so cool to come here every year, and just how psyched all the staff
and the ownership and all just the people from Taos, how much excitement there is for this race. And it's really inspiring and makes this a lot of fun. And there's a big crowd down at the bottom, so hopefully we get that tomorrow. And yeah, it's a cool place, and I love coming here every year. Hopefully it sticks around, because it's definitely a highlight to finish off the season here in Taos. And this year there's still phenomenal skiing and around the mountain, so I dragged my parents down after we had such a fun time last year. And yeah, I mean, hopefully keep coming back and ripping this up.
It's awesome. You know, there's a lot of people out here watching ski racing, which is the best part about it. You know, I think spring conditions, everybody's having a fun time. Getting the last couple days skiing in, and you know, we're here to put on a show for everybody. So it'll be a fun wrap up to the season.
When we return, we hear from ski racing's living legends.
In general, ski racing is a pretty tough sport.
Racers ready?
Using my DNA vibe has allowed me to train harder, longer, and recover faster. Less days off, more time on the snow, beating my competitors. Having another option to be doing what we love and to continue to race, it just keeps the sport open and keeps you in it.
Here is a place situated off the map of ordinary, a place that is independent, free-spirited, and intimate in scale. A place that since its first lift was installed over 60 years ago has strived to stay true to its roots while growing better rather than bigger. This vision for the future has helped make us the first ski resort in the world to earn B Corp certification. It's a symbol of where we're headed and what we stand for. We hope you will join us.
Psyched to be here. My name is Deb Armstrong. My favorite place to be anywhere. Feels so good. I mean, Taos blue sky, the snow's off the charts, the people are amazing. I mean, this is where I like to be.
Actually, we started at 8. Had amazing powder skiing this morning. We did a couple hours where we skied just with guests and everyone. Phil, Steve, Mayer, Debbie Armstrong, Franz Klammer. And we had a fabulous morning, you know, skiing untracked powder, and it's the weather gods playing with us. You see, there's a little opening, the wind is dying down, and we'll pull it off.
My name is George Ager, former Austrian pro racer, and I decided to come here to see what's going on, what those young boys are doing now. It looks like they have changed a little bit, the courses has changed, so it's interesting to watch them. They do a hell of a job, and even the girls, very interesting. I didn't expect so many girls racing, and it's fun to watch.
My involvement with the Pro Tour, I was asked by John, can you help us get in some sponsor and venues? I had a friend, Louis Bacon, who owns Taos, and said, you know, if you bring the world's best skiers there, it gives you the validation, because their whole slogan is not bigger but better, but people need to know that it's better. And if you have the best skiers here, so we have the world's best collegiate skiers, the world's best pro skiers, and the world's best World Cup skiers here, and racing together, and everyone loves the environment. And we just saw last year how they inspired the next generation, youth, which is 25% of our population, but 100% of our future. So exciting.
Went on the Pro Tour for I was on the Pro Tour for about 2.5 years, and Steve raced a little longer because he was injured every year when he was on the Pro Tour.
Knee surgeries all 3 years.
But it was a fun event, you know, fun style of racing, but completely different than racing against the clock.
You know, I am so appreciative of Taos for bringing all of us together. Thank you, Taos, for bringing the event here, for bringing us back. It's a great vibe. It's awesome.
I'm Bretta Halsness. This is a Surefoot course description. Come on, Bretta! All right, here we go. It's not going to be too ruddy as yesterday, but first jump, it's going to be a while. All 3 jumps are right footers. You launch on that one, pick up a lot of pace, and now you want to just get in your tuck, make that gate. Here comes the final jump. It's getting kind of ruddy, but it's very fast down here. Nice. Temperatures right now are getting pretty mild. It's in the 40s someplace. The snow is super soft. It's getting ruddy, it's getting tracky, but it is fast. It's very fast. I'm Bretta Halsness. That's my Surefoot course description.
Coming up next, a diverse group in both the men's and women's division look to the World Championships.
I'm Michael Ankeny, World Pro Ski Tour veteran, and currently standing in second place after the season thus far. We're here in beautiful Taos, New Mexico for the World Championships, and I just wanted to take the time to show you guys something that's pretty cool right behind me. You know, I'm traveling around the US for these races. I'm taking with me sometimes 4, 6, 8 pairs of skis. It's not easy for storage, and it's not easy to find a place to make sure that I've tuned them and I've waxed them so that I can put my best foot forward on the slopes. Tough Shed has helped me out in the past, but we got a real treat here with an upgrade. I'm standing in front of the Premier Pro Studio Shed. It's unbelievable. I just want to take this time to show you guys. Let's go check it out. Now, the first thing I wanted to point out here is the nice double wide doors. When I'm carrying 2 pairs of skis on me, sometimes I have to do a little bit of a shuffle to get in. Not with this baby. We open one door, we open the other, and it's pretty much free reign to come in as I see fit. And right off the bat, you can see behind me, Tough Shed has the optionality of customizing these things for you. Personally, I love organization and hanging, whether it's tools, ski equipment on the walls. So we've got this pegboard behind me. When I'm not tuning my skis in this shed, we'll just plop them right up here. Easy storage, they're out of the way, my hands are free. As soon as I decide it's time to tune my skis, wrap them up, head over to one of 2 workbenches. I got optionalities here. And this is where I do the business. You know, I'll set up my vices and I'll tune my skis, I'll wax them, prepare for the next day in complete comfort with no one behind me or my friends behind me working on the other bench, but I barely even know it. And you know what? I see why they call it a studio, because this is bigger than my apartment was when I lived in Brooklyn, back in New York. If you are an avid sportsman, sportswoman, and have gear, kayaks, bicycles, skis, maybe you're a carpenter, you got tools, it's really a no-brainer. They make it super easy. They'll come to your house, they'll install it for you. Something this big, depending on where you live, might actually require a permit, but if you permit Tough Shed to help you out, they'll do all the heavy lifting for you, make it easy to get one of these Premier Pro studios in your backyard.
Mr. GS, give it up for Mr. Ted Ligety, world champion, Olympic champion. Anybody here that you would like to race against, or anyone that you've observed that you would not like to race against?
I'd like to take down River in the GS side of things. That would be fun. I don't know. That's obviously a very tall task. I mean, I'm definitely more centered towards the giant slalom side of things. This dual slalom side of things is maybe a little bit quick for these old bones. But the GS would be fun. Going against River would be fun. I don't know if that's a good idea on my part to invite that, but that'd be fun.
Our defending champion here from the World Pro Ski Tour last season. You're coming off an incredible World Cup season. How's it feel to be back at Taos?
Yeah, I'm really excited to be back here in Taos. The first day I provided the goods, the sun came out, the people are still nice, and yeah, the course is awesome and the competition is fast.
So do you think your victory here last year gave you some momentum going into your World Cup season this year?
I mean, obviously, right?
Yeah, of course.
No, I was giving an interview and I was talking about that. I think I didn't have the best World Cup season prior to winning World Championships last year, and then obviously this season was much better than the last. So, I mean, you can attribute to anything you want, but we'll give it to the Pro Tour.
Awesome.
How about a round of applause for Mr. River Adamus?
Yes. It's been a really great year. A lot of learning, a lot of growing, and some fast skiing, some slow skiing, a little bit of everything. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Great. And this, as a representative here of Taos, obviously you're very biased on it, but a great mountain. You'd like to take everybody around and show this place. What's it mean to be an ambassador here?
Yeah, it's sort of a dream come true. I actually came here for the first time last year, and I skied extremely slowly. But it was the best decision I made of the year, because now I found my new home, and I've just fallen in love with this place over the summer. And over the course of this winter, it's just been really cool to be here.
Yeah, good for you. All right, I'm going to read this one verbatim here. If you win a World Pro Ski Tour Taos World Championship overall title, not only will you take home prize money and bonuses as high as $65,000, but you would be the first athlete since Billy Kidd in 1970 to win an FIS World Championship gold and a Pro World Championship title. Were you aware of this?
Yeah, I saw that on the press release.
Yes, verbatim. As long as you were aware of it. Your thoughts on the legend of Billy Kidd, our first Olympic medalist, silver in 1964?
Well, I think the cool thing about this event, and especially this event here in Taos, is it brings together the new era and the old era, and really connects the current ski racing with the history of our sport. You know, having legends like Ted and the Franzes and Deb Armstrong and everybody else, it's really cool. It's special to me to see that legacy that's passing down to us, and hopefully, you know, I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to win the World Championship here, but I definitely want to carry along that legacy.
Always in the top three. Coming into this weekend, you're leading the overall for the World Pro Ski Tour, and you have the opportunity to also become the World Pro Ski Tour World Champion. How are you going to approach this weekend any differently than you would the others?
Not really, you know. I mean, it's still ski racing, you know. That's what we are doing the whole life, and I mean, for sure, I have a big opportunity to win this thing. But all of those guys, they know what they are doing, and they are skiing fast. So I mean, you know, just doing what we do ever and ever again, and tomorrow we will see what's happening.
We finished with the Canadian, the dominant force, Erin Milzinski. Big round of applause for her so far this year. Erin, you've pretty much been uncontested. I think you may have lost one race so far in totality, so you've had a great season thus far. How does it feel to have a deeper field of competition here in Taos this week?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing to have more girls here, deeper field. I'm nervous no matter what the race is. It's just, I live nervous all the time. So yeah, it was great to get out there today, race with other girls, but really it's great to see them. I haven't seen Paula since here last year, and some other teammates. So it was really nice to see everyone, and to be there on the jumps and the course. It's beautiful here.
Yeah, and you spent quite some time on the Canadian team for Olympics, if I'm not mistaken. That's a lot of experience, and you've been under a lot of pressure before. How does this compare to something like the Olympics as far as a camaraderie base goes?
Yeah, I mean, here it's amazing because I think everyone here is, I've heard so many people say it, ski fast, have fun, be safe. I think everyone kind of feels that way, and so it's nice because here you're sharing tactics and you're sharing what you're thinking, and you can ask the guys, you can ask the girls, and everyone kind of shares their perspective, and so the camaraderie is amazing. And I think it's a time where the World Cup athletes can come back and kind of let loose a little bit on the hill. You know, they can find a little bit more freedom in their skiing, which is beautiful. And then off the hill, you do have that friendship and camaraderie and people coming together. And so it's really a nice way to end the season for everyone. And for me last year, it was a nice way to kind of end my career.
Excellent. Big round of applause for Aaron Milzinski and our panel of expert professional skiers here.
When we return to Life in Between Gates, we'll recap the 2023 season.
In general, ski racing is a pretty tough sport.
Racers ready?
Using my DNA vibe has allowed me to train harder, longer, and recover faster. Less days off, more time on the snow, beating my competitors. Having another option to be doing what we love and to continue to race, it just keeps the sport open and keeps you in it.
Introducing the first ever Mazda CX-50.
Here is a place situated off the map of ordinary, a place that is independent, free-spirited, and intimate in scale. A place that since its first lift was installed over 60 years ago has strived to stay true to its roots while growing better rather than bigger. This vision for the future has helped make us the first ski resort in the world to earn B Corp certification. It's a symbol of where we're headed and what we stand for. We hope you will join us.
The 2023 season begins in Steamboat Springs, once again taking place at Howelson Hill, the oldest operating ski area in America. On day one, the Europeans scored victory in both the men's and women's divisions as Matthias Tefri of Norway and Evelina Fredriksson of Sweden captured their first ever World Pro Ski Tour titles.
The stage is set for the ladies. It's going to be in the big final, the Canadian against the Swede. In the small final, the Slovakian against the Norwegian. And first up, the small final, the consolation round between Morachikova and Norbe. Sonia has to make up 0.6 of a second.
Well, Sonia, if anybody can do it, this girl can. She has one speed, and that is full send. She tries so hard every single run. Tuva's out ahead of her, though, but Sonia's catching up. She's really putting some pressure on Tuva right now. Coming off the final jump, they're both second jump, they're both very, very close. Coming into the final jump, it's Sonia that touches down first, and coming to the line, it's Tuva! Wow, what a finish!
The first big statement of the 2023 World Pro Ski Tour. Will it be the Canadian or will it be the Swede?
And the intensity is high. There is a lot of money on the line. $10,000 for the winner here at the World Pro Ski Tour. Coming down off that jump, Malinsky touches down first. Evelina is trying to work that ski, trying to find that line, trying to push some time. Evelina is coming on strong. Milzinski out in front. At this point, coming off the final jump, both at the same time. Coming down to the line, it's Evelina! Wins by 26 1/1000ths of a second. She is the City of Steamboat Springs Pro Open champion.
The races are tight. It looks like we've got 4 European racers in the finals. First time that's happened in a couple of years. So, another exciting day on the Pro Tour.
Now for the men in the big final, we're going to have the Norwegian taking on the Frenchman. In the small final, Switzerland versus Norway. First up, the small final first run between Schmidinger and Lindsdahl. Fourth place, Lindsdahl hurt his back and he retires for the day. Victory lap going to Reto and earning him $3,000 and third place. It's an all-European final here today at the World Pro Ski Tour. Norway versus France, Tefre versus Legier. Legier has to make up 0.18 of a second.
Tefre's out in front. Leger is making a few mistakes. So is Tefre. They're going off that jump, but landing down first. Go, wow, get a little wild, get it crazy. Tefre out in front, coming down here to the bottom. Oh, he goes out. Oh, Tefre will become the World Pro Ski Tour champion here in Steamboat Springs.
What do you think of this Pro Tour stuff?
I like it.
You'll be back for more?
Well, definitely.
Day 2 from Steamboat Springs brought sunshine and warmer temperatures to Howelson Hill for the second race event of the 2023 World Pro Ski Tour.
Conditions are a little different today. We got the sun out, visibility is nice.
For the finals, first up we've got the big final for the ladies between Fredrickson and Milzinski, and the small final between Jones and Harsh. Can Harsh extend that focus? Let's find out now.
She is jacked up. You see the energy getting out of the start gate? She knows she has a lead, but she doesn't care. She's going to drop the hammer, take as much speed as she can off that jump, pouring on the fluid down here on the bottom, trying to get way out ahead of Jones. Coming down these last few gates before the final jump, Jones is trying to step on the gas, trying to get some more time on Harsh, but Harsh is at least a full gate ahead and will come to the finish in third place.
I think I had more fire today. I kept telling the starters that I was hungry. I also had the speed sparkles, and Erin and I both put them on. That was my first mistake.
Yeah, you forgot those yesterday.
I gave her my speed sparkles, and then she beat me.
And Milzinski with a huge advantage over Fredrickson, 0.6 of a second, but she knows she's gonna have to figure out where she can push the line and play it safe on this track. It's very challenging. She needs to keep a good focus, and Fredrickson coming on strong, trying to pour on the gas in these technical section here. And here comes Milzinski down through this nice, sweet technical section, coming down to the final jump. It'll be Milzinski. She will win her first World Pro Ski Tour event.
Now for the men, we've got Ankeny, Schmidinger in the big final, Tefre Kamelander in the small final for third and fourth.
The Bolivian bomber is out. He knows he can't slack off. He's going to have to really charge hard down this hill. Tefre putting the pressure on Kamelander. Kamelander coming off that jump first. He's out in front, but he's getting a little wild. He's waving to the crowd with that outside in, giving this some room for Tefre to gain on him. Whoa, Tefre makes a big mistake, almost loses it. Kamelander really poured on the steam on the bottom. There goes Kamelander to the line in third place. And this is it, Mark, for all the marbles in the Moose Barrows Trophy. Will it be Schmidinger or will it be Michael Ankeny who takes away the big money? Schmidinger out in front with that huge advantage. Watch how light he is on his skis. Never pushing too hard. Nice, quick from edge to edge. Ankeny getting a little wild, little inside. Schmidinger down here on the second section. He's really smoking through these turns, coming down through the bottom. And here it is, Schmidinger out in front. Ankeny really trying to charge, trying to make some time on Schmidinger. It'll be close, but not close enough. It's Schmidinger who wins the Moose Barrows Trophy.
What'd you think?
Hey, it's great.
The second stop on the 2023 World Pro Ski Tour made its visit to Bear Valley. Day 1 from Bear Valley saw the skiers face the elements. The combination of snow and wind created a challenging and yet exciting weekend of pro racing. On the women's side, Canadian Erin Milzinski defeated Norway's Tuva Nordby in the finals to capture the Mazda Far West Classic and her second win in 2023.
Going into this final run here at Bear Valley.
Friends and teammates, but this is going to be a prize fight and a knockout for coming down for the finish. Milzinski out in front. Watch how subtle she is off the jump. Quick landing and right on the skis. Razor sharp skis to cut through that slick surface. She's really accelerating from gate to gate. Tuva's going to have to really push to make up some time. Milzinski coming down to the second jump. Our last jump on the bottom and comes down towards the finish. It'll be Milzinski. She will be the Mazda Far West Pro Classic champion.
Feels really good. I mean, it always feels good to walk away with a win. The money is amazing, of course, but it was a tough day. I was really nervous coming in. The jumps are big. The course is icy, which I actually like ice, but
there's not much room for error, which we saw today. And so every run it was nerve-wracking, but I tried to ski smart and powerful, and it felt really cool today.
Time now for the men's finals for $10,000. First up in the small final, the American Kiefer Christensen going up against the Norwegian Joachim Lean.
And Lean has been a lean, mean fighting machine all day long. He blasted out of the start first with that slight advantage over Christensen. Lean gets his leg over the side off balance, but boy, pulls it back together. That opened the door. Christensen coming on strong. Lean is still out in front. Christensen is going to have to push for time. It's been a long day. Lights a little flat. Christensen trying to make some time on Lean. Lean coming down through the final gates. He will take third place in the race.
Simone Breifus-Kamelander challenging David Ketterer for $10,000.
And Simone fires once again like a rocket out of that start. Ketterer's gonna have to really push, really make some sweet carving arcs like knives into this ice, trying to generate as much power as you can. Ketterer moving in front of Kamelander, touching down first off the second bump. Kamelander makes a mistake. Ketterer's losing some time. Kamelander, Ketterer coming down to the line. It's Ketterer, the Mazda Formless Pro Champion.
I'm equally tired and happy. It's been a super long day, super tiring day, and it's a lot of runs if you go from qualifying, round of 16, round of 8, round of 4, and then the final. But I'm super happy. Walk away with the win, walk away with the 10 grand. It's fantastic.
Today's second day here at Bear Valley. Sun is shining, everybody's happy, super excited, and slalom is coming up. Pretty hot, looks nice up there. I hope the wind is not too heavy, but yeah, I'm ready for it.
Who wants it more for $10,000? Will it be Milzinski or Morchikova in the women's finals?
Milzinski out first over Morchikova, and Milzinski has just executed some amazing turns over the course of this weekend. That snow is so slick, so firm. She is just comfortable, confident, and just flying down this hill, executing excellent turns on that super tough surface. Morchikova is trying to gain ground on her, but Milzinski's still out in front off that second jump where we're having all kinds of trouble. Milzinski coming down to the final jump, ahead by a mile, comes to the finish. She will be our Clicker Pro Champion.
We have the smoke and gun from yesterday. The German David Ketterer taking on the Bolivian Olympian Simone Breifus-Kamelander, a mirror image from yesterday's race. This is for all the marbles between Ketterer and Simone Breifus-Kamelander.
And even though Ketterer has the advantage, he knows that Simone was so close to him in yesterday's giant slalom race here in Bear Valley. Ketterer out in front, but Kamelander is squeaking up behind him, almost neck and neck at this point. Kamelander really trying to pour on the juice down here through these final gates before the second jump. Ketterer touches down first. Kamelander trying to scramble, trying to make some time, cutting the line off a little too direct. Ketterer going as fast as he can down towards the bottom gates. It looks like it'll be Ketterer who wins the CBS Sports Pro Challenge.
I'm equally happy and exhausted, but yeah, 2 back-to-back wins, $20,000. Couldn't be any happier. I think I got better at starting throughout the weekend, which helped me. And it just also to keep the focus high. I think it's been another 8 runs today, and it's been really taxing on the body, on the mind, but couldn't be any happier.
Like a great energy here on this place. Really happy, 2-time second place, leading the overall standings. Now back home, back to family, and then getting ready for the next races. I'm more than motivated,
Next up, the World Pro Ski Tour's 2023 championship from Taos, New Mexico. On the men's side, Simone Kamelander leads the way with 2 second and 1 third-place finish to date, while David Ketterer is closing in after his sweep in Bear Valley. Erin Milzinski continues to dominate the women's division with 3 first-place finishes and 1 second-place finish. Tuva Norby currently sits in 2nd place. This is the World Pro Ski Tour 2023. Up next, a look at those to keep an eye on.
first ever Mazda CX-50.
Here is a place situated off the map of ordinary, a place that is independent, free-spirited, and intimate in scale. A place that since its first lift was installed over 60 years ago has strived to stay true to its roots while growing better rather than bigger. This vision for the future has helped make us the first ski resort in the world to earn B Corp certification. It's a symbol of where we're headed and what we stand for. We hope you will join us.
Life in Between Gates is brought to you by Surefoot, DNA Vibe, CBS Sports, Tough Shed, Mazda, and Taos, home of the 2023 World Pro Ski Tour World Championships. Next up, the World Pro Ski Tour's 2023 Championship from Taos, New Mexico. On the men's side, those to watch include current Tour points leader Simon Kamelander, looking strong with 2 second-place finishes, followed by Germany's David Ketterer after his Bear Valley sweep, and the always dangerous Michael Ankeny of the U.S. Making their return to the World Championships, 2022 co-world champion Eric Reed looks to repeat. He's joined by brother Jeff, local favorite River Radames, Switzerland's Rito Schmidiger, and the return of 2-time Olympic gold medal winner Ted Ligety. Canadian Erin Milzinski has dominated in 2023 and has her eyes set on both the Tour Championship as well as World Championship. She'll be challenged by the likes of last year's world champion Paula Moltzen of the U.S. and Tour champion Tuva Nordby of Norway. Others to keep an eye on are American Tricia Mangan, Norway's Marty Monson, and Candace Crawford of Canada. The battle is set for 2 days of racing in Taos for the 2023 World Championship and Tour Championship, along with $250,000 in prize money. Up next, it's day one from Taos Ski Valley, where both the men and women will compete in the Super Slalom. We'll also feature 2023 men's point leader Simon Kamelander and the 2022 world champion Paula Moltzen. Join us next time on Life in Between Gates. This is the World Pro Ski Tour 2023.